Okay, today mock interview day 8. So whenever we start, we let us start with an introduction part. Then after I will ask you the interview questions. So because introduction plays a key role, because in every interview the first question will be introduce yourself. Okay, you need to prepare a script and you need to explain the same in the interview. So if anyone want to like introduce yourself, go ahead. Anyone?
Let me go and introduce myself. My name is
Okay,
Sam. I
no
have
problem.
Know me?
Yes, yes, continue.
Can I go ahead?
Yes.
Yes. My name is Sam. I have about 3 years of experience working as a Devops engineer. Um, in my previous role, I have worked on different tools like I've worked Git. I worked on Ansible, Terraform. I worked on Kubernetes. I worked on Prometheus and Grafana. And my day-to-day tasks involve daily stand-up meetings where we discuss our ongoing projects, and we also discuss some blockers and knows how to resolve it. And some of my day-to-day tasks also involves working on pod troubleshooting, and any problem that has to do with the CI/CD pipeline.
Okay. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, so you are sharing
Yes,
now.
we can see.
Okay. Let me increase the font. Okay. Now it's clear, right? You can able to see, right?
Yes.
So what is DevOps and why is it important? Anyone can answer. It's a very simple question. What is DevOps and is it important?
Oh, okay. Shall I go ahead?
Yes,
Still
yes.
waiting on people.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. DevOps is a culture. Um, Basically, initially they are using waterfall model and agile methodology. So the introduction of DevOps came to eradicate waterfall model and agile methodology. So DevOps is a culture enable like that enable collaboration in an organization, and with the help of DevOps, we're able to eliminate manual tasks, and automate our um, automate our tasks in an organization.
Yes, you
It's
are
kind of
absolutely
like
correct. Next question. Like what are the key components of DevOps? Anyone? Today's
the key
questions
component
will
of
be
DevOps.
very simple.
Uh, can
Yes.
automation, collaboration and communication,
So
monitoring,
yes, you are right.
infrastructure as a code,
Yes.
and faster time
Yes.
manage,
Yes.
faster time management,
Yeah.
and then productivity.
Yeah. Let's come back to. So what? Explain the concept of infrastructure as a code. What is this infrastructure as a code? Why we use?
Um, Infrastructure as a code enable us to provision our infra using code. So the essence of our infrastructure as a code is to eliminate manual tasks and automate the provision of our infra. Using code. So it plays a vital role by eliminating and it speed up the time to provision our infra. So and
Yes.
it eliminate errors as well. Yes.
Okay. So, what are some DevOps tools and their usage? Like some popular
So
DevOps tools and their uses.
most of the popular DevOps tools I mean, we are using like a Jenkins for CI/CD pipeline. We're using Prometheus and Grafana for monitoring and observability, and we're using Terraform for provisioning our infra, Ansible for configuration management, and we're using Jira for collaboration. And
Yes.
yes,
Okay, what is continuous integration and continuous delivery? It's most common question in every interview they will ask.
so continuous integration is the process of integrating our is the process of integrate continuously integrating different tools in our CI/CD pipeline to automate our tasks at a continuous phase. Probably in this process we are it involved like the code checkout, and we are integrating the build tools to build the to build our code. So while continuous delivery picks up the work from there, with continuous delivery it requires an approval. No, continuous delivery does not require an approval. So in this phase, um, the our artifacts that was generated are gonna be like in a continuous phase are gonna be like pushed into our Kubernetes clusters.
Okay. So, how do you handle environment differences in your CI/CD pipeline? So, there will be development environment, testing environment, production. How you will handle that?
Basically, um, to handle environment differences in our CI/CD pipeline is basically I mean, we we are configuring different. Oh, okay, I see. To handle environment differences, we are configuring our different nodes. I mean, naming
Yes.
convention.
Yeah, you are right, almost. What is Docker and what are its benefit? It's very simple question, anyone can able to answer.
Docker is a
Okay,
open
anyone?
technology.
Oh, sorry, sorry, go ahead.
Open containerization tool which is used to create the images and manage the containers.
Super, you are right. And you can elaborate more on this. And what are its benefits? Why we use
So,
Docker?
so it benefits. It plays a vital role by managing dependencies, and it manages version issue, whereby it enables our application to run on different platforms. And yes, basically it enables our application to run on different platforms, and it's also lightweight. It makes our application to be lightweight.
Yes. So Docker nothing but
It manages
it's a
dependencies issue.
so it will run on an isolated environment and it will supports on any environment. So we just need to run it as a container and it will run any operating system, doesn't matter, and as it is and it is work as a container. Yeah. Now explain the concept of monitoring and logging in DevOps. How monitoring and logging will happens.
So basically, the concept of monitoring and logging comes into the picture, whereby it enables us to keep track of our application by continuously monitoring it. I mean, it's enables us to like keep an eyes on our application health, and basically for logging as well, it's enable us to like get the logs of our probably maybe our Kubernetes clusters, or get the logs um of our servers. I mean, just to I mean, yeah, basically.
Yeah, okay. You are right. All you are correct. So, what are microservices? How do they relate to DevOps?
So microservices and basically we are talking about microservices and these are not monolithic kind of architecture. These are like a kind of whereby different segment of our application is divided or is splitted into different different it's splitted into different functions whereby assuming that we have an application that have like the customers database. We have this application also have it has customer login and all that. So with microservice architecture, it enables us to have a separate containers for this kind of application, whereby it plays a vital role in whereby if one part of the application is down, it gives us the opportunity to fix it while the other ones are functioning. So I mean, these relate to DevOps in the sense that it kind of enables us to like troubleshoot any issues quickly time in the other applications.
Yes, yes, you are right.
I mean, I just kind of explain layman in a layman term.
Yeah, try to answer in short form because even interviewers are not interested. Okay, and it should be simple and short
Okay.
because they will feel boring. What is this blue-green deployment?
So blue green deployment is like kind of it's a kind of deployment process whereby you have assuming you have like applications A and B. Probably assuming that the blue or the green application is running and it's live, why the blue is not running. So basically this blue green deployment enable us to shift our load balancer to either blue after this application have been working perfectly with it enables us to shift our load balancer to the blue deployment section. So, but the advantage of this blue green is it gives us like opportunity to like if one of the if the easy rollback. So assuming that this blue section is not working properly, we can easily shift back to green. It's just like a deployment process.
Yeah, you are right. So shall we check the answers for this?
Yes.
So first question I have asked you, what is DevOps? Why is it important? So DevOps is set of practices that combine software development and operations. So that's the definition, right? DevOps, development and operations. To shorten the development lifecycle and deliver high quality software continuously, it emphasizes collaboration, automation, and continuous improvement to enhance the efficiency and reliability of software delivery. Okay, you need to buy hard this in the interview. If they ask, you need to tell this. So what are the key components of DevOps? Right, continuous integration, continuous delivery, infrastructure as a code, monitoring and logging, collaboration and communication, automation. So you said almost right. Explain the concept of infrastructure as a code. Infrastructure as code is the practice of managing and provisioning computing infrastructure through machine readable scripts. or configuration files. So rather than the manual process, we can write the scripts and create the infra. That's the reason what is infrastructure as a code. In the name itself we can find it. So infrastructure creating as a writing code. By writing code we are creating a infrastructure. That's the reason it is called as infrastructure as a code. So what are the tools available in the market? Like tools like Terraform, Ansible and AWS CloudFormation enable IAC by allowing you to define and deploy infrastructure in a consistent repeatable manner. So what are the some popular DevOps tools and their uses? Right, there is Jenkins tool, which is automation server for CI/CD, Docker for containerization platform, Kubernetes for orchestration, Terraform for infrastructure as a code, Ansible for configuration management or Chef or Puppet, Git for version control system, Prometheus and Grafana for monitoring and alerting. So right, in our session we have learned all these tools, right? We learned Jenkins, we learned Docker, we learned Kubernetes, we learned Terraform, we learn Ansible, Git, Prometheus and Grafana as well. So then this is one of the important question: what is continuous integration and continuous delivery? Okay, continuous integration. So the practice of frequently integrating code changes into a shared repository where automated builds and tests are run. CI helps to catch bugs early and improve code quality. Right, there will be a repository, their developer will keep on committing the code. We will just run the automated builds and test, and if there is any bug we will just update it so that the code quality will be improved. Delivery, an extension of CI. So after CI delivery will be done, right? That's the reason an extension of CI that automates the deployment of code to a production environment. CD ensures that code is always in a deployable state and can be released to production at any time. And one more thing, what are like how do you handle environment differences in your CI/CD pipeline? Okay, handling environment references can be achieved using environment specific configuration files or environmental variables, implementing IAC to ensure consistency across environments, right? Employing containerization to package application and their dependencies consistently, utilizing tools like Helm for Kubernetes to manage configurations for different environments. Okay, if you are doing IAC, you need to maintain a separate folder for separate environments. If you are working on Docker, you need to create separate. Okay, just a moment. Then after I just asked you a simple question like what is Docker and what are its benefits. So Docker is a platform for developing, shipping and running application inside a container. Containers are lightweight, portable and consistent across different environments. Benefits of Docker includes consistency across development, testing and production, isolation of application and their dependencies, efficient resource utilization, faster deployment and scaling. So explain the concept of monitoring and logging in DevOps. Right, monitoring and logging are critical component of DevOps that ensure health and performance of application and infrastructure. Right, what monitoring will do? Monitor will check the servers or application wherever it's running. It will go and check the performance by collecting some logs. Right, involves tracking metrics, example CPU usage, memory usage and response time. Depending upon that we will get the information. Okay, tools like Prometheus and Nagios are used for monitoring. Okay, logging, who will collect the logs? Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana. So these are the tools which collects the logs. Okay, logging involves capturing log data from applications and infrastructure to troubleshoot issues and gain insights. So by seeing that logs only we will get to know what is the issue, why it was getting failed. Okay, sometimes CPU might huge, that's the reason server might not respond. So at that time what you need to do, you need to kill some application which is no use, so that CPU will be relieved, or you can scale up your application. So it depends upon the use case, like depending upon the error you will troubleshoot. What are microservices? How do they relate to DevOps? Right, microservices are an architectural style that structures an application as a collection of small loosely coupled services. each responsible for specific business capacity. Okay, so they relate to DevOps as they enable faster independent deployment of services, improve scalability and fault isolation, require robust DevOps practices for CI/CD monitoring and logging to manage the increased complexity of microservice architecture. Right, microservices are the best match for Docker. Right, whatever the application we are going to deploy as a container, it's a microservice application itself. So Docker was best, and Docker was created for microservice based applications. So what is the blue-green deployment? So blue-green deployment is a release management strategy that reduces downtime and risk by running two production environment. Like nothing but we will be having two boxes, one as blue, another one was green. Okay, on the blue, like for suppose blue is a live environment. Okay, green will be an extra server, just imagine. So in the green we will work on new features, right? But traffic will come to blue box. We will maintain two environments, one is blue box, another one was green box. Okay, blue box, green box. Okay, traffic will come whenever you visit any google.com, traffic will come to this. Okay, and we will work on new features in this separate box. And once the feature was developed, then what we will do, we will simply remove the traffic from here to, we will shift the traffic to this. Now this will become passive and this will become active. Again we will work on new features here. Like that you will keep on changing. That's the blue-green deployment. In the interview, if they ask what are the deployment strategies you are following in your company, you can explain, yeah, we are following blue-green deployment, and what is the blue-green deployment, you can explain. So yeah, that's it for today. Let me stop the recording.